Hey, I got a stack of random, just strange one-off CDs that I think are worth discussing and taking a look at. Where to begin? Let's start with Earth by Axis of Perdition. Axis of Perdition were a industrial black metal band from England. This is a double album. Definitely almost like a soundtrack of black metal. It's kind of got that Silent Hill vibe going. And that brings me to Pulse Fear, which is an ambient side project that uh, was a spin off of Axis of Perdition. And it has the same creepy vibe, but it's not a metal album. Again, it's a dark ambient album. Inglorious Times by Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. I would have thought that these guys have been around the whole time making new albums, but this was actually their last album in 2007. And I don't listen to it often, but they're a strange band. They seem to have a sense of humor about them in a way, but also a real kind of like darkness underneath it. I don't know what it is, but I found this a creepy album. And since they broke up after this, they only have two albums prior to this, so it's not too intimidating of a discography to take on. I think I need to check that out for sure. Definitely weird stuff, but you know, it's not too hard to listen to. This album is called Viscera. It's by Byla, Byla, and Jarbo. I bought this at a Krallish show randomly at the merch table. I didn't really know what to make of it, but it's Kevin Hufnagel from Dysrhythmia and other things, Colin Marston of Krallish and many other things, and Jarbo on vocals. And the only instruments I see on here credited are guitars and vocals, so it must be lots of layered guitars with effects. And I haven't listened to this one in a while. I remember it was pretty interesting though. This came out on Translation Loss in 2007. So there was a strange time when Hydra Head was putting out some black metal releases, and this was a project called Bergraven. It was a Swedish project, and it was definitely in the artsy, strange black metal genre. Definitely an interesting album, but nothing I return to very often. Okay, a couple noisier projects. We got East West Blast Test. This was put out on Relapse Records in 2003, and it's a 27 song collaboration between Chris Dodge, mostly of Spaz fame, and Dave Whitty, who's drummed in a million bands you may have heard of. And yeah, it's just blasting, short, aggressive, experimental grindcore, I guess. And nothing I'm really going to put on these days, but a cool CD to look back on. Atom Smasher. This was a project by James Plotkin. I guess you could say this is electronic, experimental, fast grindcore. This project would change its name to Phantom Smasher and release a couple of different albums that I'm not as familiar with. And finally, Allagon by Wrath of the Weak. This was a black metal band from Buffalo, New York. And this album is another strange black metal album. Noisy. I keep seeing comparisons to Velvet Cocoon, who I know a little bit of. Yeah, I think it's cool stuff. Haven't listened to this album in, at least probably 10 years prior to today, but listened to it a couple times, and I think it's good stuff, and I keep this around. But that's it, just some random albums. Thanks a lot. Bye.